So I am super excited for this episode. I went and got the Razor Pine for my hardcore character and the Spectre staff. So I did the event that I showed you guys yesterday. It took me 3 attempts to do it because I would always do it around 9 or 10 in the evening, which gave me, a little bit of time to do the event without it getting too crazy for my hardcore character. Long story short, took me a few attempts before I finally got it off of one of the Christmas tree dudes. Totally forgot their name already. And then I went over to the dungeon and within minutes, because I was like, oh, I have some spare time. And within minutes, I got a Spectre staff on that character as well. I also upgraded a bunch of my accessories. I'll show you that when we get over there. But what we're doing now is we're on the journey mode character, not the hardcore character. So if you're just coming in and you're like, oh, I'm really curious about hardcore stuff, we are testing out our build for Duke Fishron. So I'm currently on my journey mode character, so I don't die in the process. Yeah, and I don't have any rerolls on either of these 2 weapons, but I want to try them out. I am going to use magic power and mana regen potions because, well, it's smart to use those for this, and I'm using the mana cloak because we did manage to make one of those, and I'm using magic cuffs, but I have the celestial ones instead on my hardcore character. So this is technically going to be a little bit weaker than what we normally would do, and I haven't built an arena yet. I want to see if we can do it without the arena. On the hardcore character, we are going to build a thing to keep us from going into water. I think that just makes the most sense. Going into that water is awful and is going to get us killed if we try to do that. And it's not even an intentional thing. It's, it's pretty easy to just fall. So I want to avoid that at all costs. We have the 2 tornadoes off over there. I can't see my health bar. I'm going to have to end up moving where my microphone is because I think for this fight, it is going to be super important to be able to see that. But as long as I'm setting this up, oh my goodness, we're doing so much damage with this setup. So I'm pretty happy about that. I feel like without having a proper arena, without having proper rerolls on weapons, and hell, without even having proper usage of, oh my goodness, I've taken a lot of damage though. Proper usage of rerolls on my gear, man, I feel like we're gonna crush this fight. The real trick is gonna be that last phase or running into a tornado. All right, that was our first attempt of the day. How can we make this better? Well, I feel like we have limited space. The thing we could do is make an arena, which would be putting asphalt down. The reason you do that is because it increases your movement speed. So that's a little pro tip. I need to heal. But I'm not too confident in that necessarily. I gotta make sure we're using the right health potions here because I thought I saw 200 health pop up. But apparently I am using the correct ones. Good, okay. Let's try this a couple more times and kind of see where we're sitting. And then I'm gonna jump over to the hardcore character and get things set up on that end. But I do believe that killing the Duke is our best way forward because we need the wings. If we can get the wings, we're gonna be far more powerful for other things, including the Lunatic Cultist and Moonlord and all that stuff. So yeah, I think there's a lot to try to get there. All right, we're getting close to the final phase here, and I just put the tornadoes down on the right side, which is exactly what we want. Going into this final phase, when he does stop for a second, I'll let my mana regen. When he stops like he is now, we want to focus all of our... Oh goodness, I gotta remember how to dodge this. Where is it that you dodge to? So you want to go towards him, I think is what it was. What was it that we learned in the... Oh, I died right at the end. What was it that we learned in the series for, for Calamity? It's that you see where his eyes are and then you dodge that direction, I think is what it was. All right, that actually went a little bit better. Do I have the ability to do asphalt? No. Okay, so I'm going to make that real quick. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm just putting this block down. Now, this block can be made... There's basically a crafting station that you buy from the Steampunker, which I don't remember when it becomes available, but it's obviously later on in the game. And you're able to combine stone and gel to get this. Now, you'll see what I mean once I have it all built and I run back the other direction, but it makes you run really fast. And the reason why this can be good is because you want to avoid the Duke at all costs. And as it turns out, movement speed is pretty important for doing that. You can outrun him pretty easily with this setup. So it's just one of those like, hey, if you really want to have a good arena, quote unquote arena, you don't need necessarily arena, but as you can see, I move in real fast. Another thing we can do is pop these out here. See, I don't really care about the beauty of this world. This is just become my test bed from here on out. So I'm just going to replace all that. And there you go. Now, we still need a place to fish them up. Little hole here would do just fine. And I need a platform. Platforms are going to slow me down a little bit, but it's not going to matter much. So just boop, boop, bam. Okay, so now you can fish through the little teeny tiny hole. And this should work. I'm gonna buff up. And as you see, we're totally fine, except for the fact that he spawned on top of me, and now I need to keep that in mind for hardcore, because him spawning on top of me is not going to be great. Another thing that I did in that last attempt that actually seemed to have helped quite a bit was I switched to the Spectre Staff when I needed to. And I did it when I got too far away from him, because the Spectre Staff does have homing capabilities, and the homing on it is actually quite nice for a fight like this. But the bad part of the homing, wow, I got wrecked there. The bad part of the homing is you have to kind of make it so the missiles actually are hitting the boss, because eventually it's just not going to happen. They will like dissipate if he runs out of range of them and stuff like that. So it's kind of, oh, is that where my pickaxe went? I had lost my pickaxe, but it apparently is back now in my inventory again, that I'm not sure where it went. All right, let's go back over and try it again. Okay, I died on that one, but I actually learned a pretty good rotation that I want to try out. Now, the problem with this, yeah, I'm doing a lot more damage, but as a big but, I am going to take a lot more damage too, because I'm running a far lower defense setup. Is that necessarily a bad thing? Not really. But the mage setup is just hammering him. He's just falling so quickly. But I don't know if that's necessarily what we should try. I'm going to try the exact same thing that I was just doing, but with my beetle setup. So I need all of my melee stuff. We'll swap that out, and we will put the worm scarf back on. Although, I probably should try to get that frozen shield on the hardcore character. But okay, so here's, oh my goodness, there's so many of these. We're just gonna get rid of some of them to make it a little bit prettier. Okay, let's try this again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the vampire knives and potentially the possessed hatchet. We'll see how that goes. I've got melee. Cool. So I'm gonna talk through this one, because I feel like oh, here's a little tip. I moved out of the way. It seems to work a lot better. So we're just gonna boop. Oh, wrong weapon. Don't want to be cheating. Don't want to be using a weapon that I can only get if I finish the solar event. Also, for bubbles, maybe vampire knives is better. Maybe vampire knives is just better in general. I'm not sure. Let's turn the map off so I can see a little bit better on the right side of the screen. So as you can see, I have a very specific movement that I'm doing, like with this little circle. And it seems to be working quite well. He just put the tornadoes down over here, so now I'm going to go this way. The problem is I'm not doing any damage to him. So what if I go to the vampire knives? I mean, even then, I'm only doing like 400 DPS. Yeah, that's not ideal. Let's say for a second, I go and do the pillar events, which means I would then have to do the lunatic cultist. What would the solar flare be doing here? A lot. It's doing about as much as the mage setup. So is that worth it? No. Let's try this one. I don't remember. Oh, this is a solar eruption. That's right. Yeah, this one's gonna be harder to hit with. Okay, I feel like the mage setup is the money. That is what we need. So we're gonna, on the fly, swap back to all of this. Let's see. We need the cloak. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I'm just playing in a way that is using my peripheral vision. Okay. So, oh, we got a buff too in order to get that mana. Oh no, he slowed me. Wow, I took so much damage there. I was at like more than half health. I suppose if I'm fully buffed, it would be a lot easier, right? We get rejuvenation, we get heart reach, we get just everything. Though I don't know if the heart reach potion is actually going to be helpful in that case. Let's see what it's like if I do use a full buff setup. So I'm just going to get rid of, goodness, all of this, that. I just got to get rid of the stuff out of my inventory. My poor journey mode character inventory is just always bad. So we want, let's see here, heart reach. Though, again, I'm not sure that's actually going to be useful for us. We want endurance. We want iron skin. I can make all this stuff back on hardcore, so I'm not worried about it. And then where is life force? That's the one that I've been doing a bit of farming for because it's a little annoying, but it doesn't look like I actually even have life force potions on this character. I mean, that's not too difficult to go get, but it is just kind of annoying. All right, that's fine. So let's buff up. Let's try this again with slightly more buffs and see how this goes. I'm anticipating it'll be slightly better, but I want to show you the rotation that I really want to nail. So I want to be using the Razor Pine, and I want to go up, and then he dashes over, and then I go right. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to bait out the tornadoes over here. And he's about to use them. There they go. So now the tornadoes are off over here, and now we're going to utilize the, ooh, goodness, the asphalt, although I totally screwed that up. We're going to utilize the asphalt to get away. Maybe I just need a longer line of asphalt, actually. I think that would be it. So now we have tornadoes in bad spots over there. So I kind of screwed that up. Nope. Dodge away. Man, the Razor Pine is really good at that, about cleaning those bubbles up, but still not the greatest. Okay, he's coming this way. I just want to get way away. I really do like the Razor Pine for bubbles. All right, so man, I got to get better at that little dash that you saw me just do. I'm kind of waiting for a heal. Oh, that was really bad timing. Yeah, that was, I was just always going to die there. You know what's funny is we have yet to have a successful attempt here. That's not a good sign. But there's very little that I can do to improve this mage setup on this character. I should say, though, that I think this is 90% dodging for me. And once I get that 90% done, then it's going to be really easy for us. But I want to kill it a couple times on this character, replicate it, then go get it on the hardcore character. That's my goal for today. I want to kill Duke Fishron on the hardcore character, or we die, and that's the end of the hardcore series. But this is definitely the setup for that. All right, I put some heart reach stuff down, or not heart reach, heart lanterns. See if that helps the regeneration. Let's try this again. Also put some campfires down too. That should help, honestly. But that, like, regeneration is not our issue here. We just need to not get hit. But when I do get hit, if I'm regenerating slightly more health, then that would be ideal. All right, I also extended this a little bit. So we want to bait out the whatchamacallit? The tornadoes. And now we're going to utilize this side. I'll come back this way and wait for my mana regen a little bit there. And tornadoes are going to go away. I'm going to bait them out again. Okay, not a great spot for them, but better than they've been. And then, oh goodness, I just want to get as far away as possible. Can I run this way? I think the tornadoes should be gone. Yeah, this movement is working a lot better, utilizing the asphalt to get my movement speed up. We actually have a really bad tornado spot there. I got to remember that he's going to try and tornado in that phase and try to get him in a better spot. So, like, I feel like I have to hang out over here get the tornadoes this way. And then he's going like this. See, I need that Spectre staff on the bar. Yeah, I can get my... Oh, that was bad. See, I wasted so much damage there because I actually couldn't fight him where he was at. Okay, that shadow dodge worked. That one didn't. Okay. All right, so we got our first real attempt. Not great, is it? All right. Let's try it again. Let's get my health to regenerate, and then we'll go in again. What could I do better? Oh, shell pile. I haven't researched this stuff. What could I do better? I'm not entirely sure. The movement is obviously something that is on my mind. That is something that we need to improve upon. I honestly do think that if this was slightly longer, it might work too. If the whole ground was asphalt, I think that helps out a lot. My health regenerated. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can replicate what I just did and make sure that every fight is like that. Although I did just forget to put the Spectre staff on my bar. So when he goes and does his little thing over here. Okay, so this is where we bait it out. And then he's going to do that. And I'm going to come over here and swap these two. Okay, so we'll see how that works. Because if I can avoid the sharks, then we're in such a good spot. Okay, he's doing it. Did we get him in a good spot? I accidentally switched weapons there. Man, the Razor Pine does so much damage. I really, really like this weapon for what we're doing. Nope, I hit the wrong button. I'm gonna use this a little bit for the tracking. We're gonna go ahead and switch again. The Spectre Staff, by the way, does pierce, which means that we can... Oh, it put the tornadoes over here. Can I get them to spawn there? There we go. That's better. So the tracking on that is way, 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 way aggressive towards the end of the fight. Okay, he's going to do his transition right here. And crap, our Spectre Staff was not set up for that. All right, so we just have to dodge into him. Okay. I was using the wrong weapon because I was distracted with the dodging. Oh, man, I gotta... crap. I gotta get better at that phase. All right, we're going to do this a couple more times, and then I'm going to jump on the hardcore character. Okay, so I've done it a couple more times, and I'm feeling a bit better about that. Now, what I have done is I went and reforged the Razor Pine to a reforge close to what I have, and I think it's going to work. I'm feeling a lot more confident. So with that said, it is time to jump back over to the hardcore character and get this done. This is scary. Goodness, this is gonna be crazy. 2 reasons. Well, I'm waiting for the time here, so I'm probably gonna jump cut the time, but 2 reasons why this is... Actually, I just added a third. 3 reasons it's gonna be crazy. Number 1, I just did a weird jump cut because I had a meeting I needed to attend. It was for work stuff, and man, I'm really excited about that whole section of my life at the moment. But if you want to hear more about that, make sure you check out the latest Patreon vlog, which should be up on Patreon now or soon to now, within the next 24 hours. Second thing, yeah, I changed a bit of stuff on this character. So I went through all of my accessories here, and while I was waiting for that meeting that I had to attend, I went and farmed a couple things out real quick. So I did a wall of flesh, which allowed me to get a Avenger emblem, which allowed me to actually make the Celestial emblem. So that's great. Like, this is really good. I got 4% crit strike on it. I kind of was running out of money, so I was just like, well, I probably should stop rolling it because I just wasn't getting what I wanted, which gives me 15% increased magic damage, which is great. 4% increased crit chance, which for this weapon is also, excuse me, I got hiccups, quite great. I made a mana cloak out of the star cloak we had, and I made a mana, what'd you call it, flower, right? So 8% reduced mana usage, automatically use mana potions when needed, causes stars to fall after taking damage. Stars restore mana when collected. These blue stars is what it's talking about. Then I also added the Celestial Cuffs. Now this is kind of like an MVP mage item. Increases pickup range for mana stars, which is great. Restores mana when damaged, which is great. And increases max mana by 20, which is great. This is the least useful of the items though. Hear me out. I need the mana cloak because I don't have mana potions. Aha, that was the other thing I needed to go do. I just remembered. That was on my list. And I want to make sure that before we do this boss fight, I got what I got. You know what I mean? So we're going to buy, sure, 75. As you could tell, my inventory is a little messy because I made sure that I had all my buffs. So I went, farmed out a couple of those things. I had mentioned that before. I went and did some fishing before. Got some of the fish that I needed, and then also just went and grabbed some of the other stuff. Got a wrath potion. You know where I got that? I went and made it. I hate making these things. I don't know why. It's just the required materials for wrath potions. What's the other one? Summoning potion, and for life force. So annoying for me to get, but I went and I did the work. I got that done. The third thing that I added as this is going to be interesting. It's been 2 hours since I was just recording. I feel like I need to go warm up again on Duke, but I'm also feeling quite confident because I've got so much stuff. I only have one truffle worm. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go get some more of those, and that's really annoying to get because you need to take the stupid net down to the mushroom. Look, I'm not going to get into it. It's really annoying. But actually the Rod of Discord really helps with that because you Rod of Discord, you switch to the net, and then you get the truffle worm right away. You do that within a second. It's really good. So we're gonna buff ourselves up, and our damage is actually insane. We did demonic on this. Mythical, I think, is the best. We did demonic on the Spectre Staff. Not great, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that magnet sphere. We're going to put that there. In fact, I probably should go re-roll this real quick. It's going to be a little longer of an episode because I really want to get this boss dead or die in the process. So let's get the magnet sphere. Demonic. Perfect. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to remember in the middle of the fight and at the beginning, so boss, I've got the lure in, it's bobbing, boss spawns, magnet sphere. Boom. Because then you get that extra damage going on. So this thing is doing so much damage with our rerolls that I am quite confident in our ability to get this stuff done. So we're going to get rid of these buffs. We're at the right time of day. I've already set up my arena. We're looking pretty. So we're going to head off over to not this area, because this one I don't want to have to deal with the little house and the NPCs dying and all that. So I actually just went to the other ocean and got that stuff settled. So we're gonna get our spiders summoned in. Actually, you know what? We're gonna wait for that. The reason why is I'm going. Oh no, I just got rid of Bewitched. Crap, we gotta go back. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna call it now. I'm dying on this boss. Okay, let's try this again. I got everything set up. I got my summons. I got it all. I can't believe we're doing this. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I gotta make sure I hit 5 right when I can't believe. Oh, you know what's awkward is this is also on the opposite side. I haven't practiced my muscle memory for this one. Turn that back off. Let's go back over here. Let's hit him with a magnetic sphere. Bait. There we go. We'll wait for that debuff. We are doing so much damage. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. I hit him with another sphere. Oh, that didn't really work, did it? It would have been better had he been closer. All right, we're going into this phase here. When he stops, we're gonna sphere up there. We're gonna do a bit of that. We're gonna switch back to this. He is dying so fast. Our damage is insane. Oh, no. We want to bait these way. Okay, that was not great. Oh, crap. Okay. Just don't die. Crap. Okay, that's really bad. Oh my goodness, we got it. We got it. Not only did we get it, but we got it with a really good Rod of Discord move there. Okay, let's do that. We got the summon, which actually I am not angry about. I am not angry about that. That is really good. That actually opens us up to some additional gameplay options here. The summon is quite good. Let's... Oh, no. No, I don't want this event. Do I want it? I don't think I do. Oh, crap. Martians are invading. No. That's not quite what I wanted. That's not quite what I wanted. I think that I may have to... No, actually, okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. I gotta go underground for a little bit. Just for a moment. Just so I can actually take a breather here because I cannot. I can't. I seriously can't. There's too much going on. If I kill a UFO, I think I have to do it as a mage. And I'm not kidding about that. I actually do feel like I have to do it as a mage because just damage-wise, we need to kill those things fast because they get really annoying. Where's our hole to go down? Why am I not remembering where my hole is? I don't mean that in a... Oh, it's off to the right. That's right. Okay. I feel like, yeah, this is, oh, man, I love the Sharknadoes, but this is a time and place for something else going on. We need to not deal with Martians right now if we can do that. So I'm going to go set my spawn point down here. That way, whenever I come, because I think I'm done for the day. That was an adrenaline rush that I'm not going to be able to recover from. I need to be able to, oh, I should actually get another truffle worm because I feel confident in fighting him now. All right, let's come down here. Let's set our spawn point. Let's admire our Sharknadoes. We're going to have to put this down at a different time. We did get this mount, which actually is really funny looking. So it's pretty good. Compared to the black spot, which is what we have for the... Oh, no, crap. No, I want to put that on. There we go. I like the black spot a lot, but both of those are options. This changes things quite a lot, actually. The Sharknadoes are good. Anyways, I can't believe we did that. I almost lost. Now that I'm reflecting on it, the only thing that saved it was switching to the Rod of Discord, which just goes to show that the Rod of Discord is actually MVP. I think what got the killing blow was my spiders. I'd have to go back and rewatch that, but that's a reason in itself to have summons. So what do we do now? Well, this Razor Pine build that we have with all of this going on is insane with its damage. In fact, I think with this build, it's possible to do the Empress of Light, because the thing that was crushing us on the Empress of Light, in my opinion, was our lack of damage. We weren't killing her fast enough, but with this, our damage is absurd. So maybe we stick with this for a bit.